goes. Episode 69, mofos. Woo, 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 woo. Oh my gosh, we are here. Look at that in 3D. Oh, I did the old House of Pancakes thing. Remember that one? Here we go. 3D, 3D, 3D. Wow, we're all in. Shlicketty Doocast, episode 69. Wookity doo, shlippity dippity dippity doo. Here's Mikey A. Mikey Anderson coming out of the old garage.
There I am, episode 69 of the Shlicketty Doocast. Welcome to it. This extravaganza celebration marking episode 69. That's right.
That's right.
The magic number. It's the fun number.
It looks like a yin and a yang.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, other than the obvious sexual implications, is there any metaphysical? Is there anything the 69 other than looking kind of like a yin and yang sign? Is there any other social relevance to the 69? To the number?
I always just thought the sexual position.
All right. That's a little cliche. Anything beyond that?
And anytime I think of the 69, it's immediately followed in my brain by the follow-up, which comes from George Carlin, which is after a 69, it's a 71. It's a 69 with a finger up your each person's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Or, as he said it, with two fingers up your ass. Classic Carlin.
Yeah, Carlin, yeah.
There are a lot of things that Carlin said in those specials from HBO back in the day
Yeah.
that really stick in my head.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much of. I mean, it was easy to do it. You know, he was like the orator. He was our, he was our white suburban version of Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
he was like Martin Luther King for idiots.
Yeah, he really thought the stuff out. Like he had sort of a point to it.
Yeah, I bet you if he would have survived, he might have ended up in politics. You ever think he would?
No, because I don't think he can stand the the politicalness of it.
Yeah. I mean, he might have been more like a Frank Zappa type who was kind of independent and fiercely atheist and fiercely independent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably something like that.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Nice weather out today. Hey, guess what? Like I said, before we get on to it, look at that scratch. I tried to cover it up with makeup. What do you think of that? I got a cat scratch.
I mean, you hardly notice it.
Really? Okay. As long as you guys, if you're wondering what's going on, I did the old, I was loving my cat and I buried my face in his belly and scratched me. And then it was gooing, oozing blood the other night. And then I was like, oh shit. And then I woke up this morning and I had a scab and I was picking a scab and then it's bleeding everywhere.
Oh, don't never pick the scab.
I know, but I can't help it. I'm a scabber. When I have a scab, I go for it. I go scratching and itching.
Yeah, but that just resets the whole healing process.
It does.
Makes it take longer and
Your platelets are working overtime.
bigger scar.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, when it starts healing, it's like healing in like this, and then you rip the scar off, and then it's got to heal again on that.
Yeah.
So each time, it's like building a bit of a bridge.
Yeah. It's like your body's making a pot, filling in the pothole, and then you're driving over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wonders of the human body.
So sometimes, like if I do something dumb on like my fingers or something like that, I'll just put a Band-Aid on it kind of tight, because that way I won't mess with it for like 4 days.
But sometimes the Band-Aid on it will kind of make that skin kind of soft and like, you know what I mean? Unless you get air to it.
It depends on how long you keep it on, and it also depends on if you get that Band-Aid wet.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you'll get like wrinkly fingers like you've been in the tub too long.
Definitely, if you get that Band-Aid wet and you have that on, it'll do that.
Yeah. You ever do the liquid skin? Remember that stuff? Bloop, bloop. New skin, they used to call it.
So isn't that just cyanoacrylate, which is super glue, crazy glue?
Yeah, well, but crazy glue had a weird smell to it. That new skin stuff never had a smell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it never had a smell.
I've never really messed with it.
Well, my mom used to put it on me when I was a kid in the 80s. I remember it, but then it disappeared for a while. And very recently, like maybe post-pandem, so my girlfriend's a nurse, but she had in her little bag of tricks, she had some of that stuff. And it worked. It worked pretty good,
Yeah.
So I was just Mr. Oh, I'm going to put some Neosporin on it. And after the Neosporin, I'm going to put the patch on it. I'm Neosporin, Band-Aid. But she went new skin and swore by the new skin. It speeds up the whole process. It's, they've got a version like that for stitches too, I think. There's like a whole...
Well, yeah, just...
But I don't know if it's what you said, the old bursatate.
Cyanoacrylate.
Baguette.
CA, crazy glue. Oh. If you ever watch like crafty people make shit, they have like an accelerator that'll make it dry even faster.
Oh, I thought they just used a little fan or blue on it.
No, they have an accelerator. Like Adam Savage will use it.
Really?
Because he'll put the glue here, blow on it, get him tacky, stick it together, and put the drop, and then you can let go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You ever watch the Adam Savage stuff on YouTube, like his tested channel?
No, I used to watch when they had the show on A&E or Discovery.
Mythbusters.
Yeah, Mythbusters. I mean, other than that, no, I have not seen anything since.
Well, he basically started this channel called Tested. So it's just basically his channel now. But it's him and this dude, Norm Chen. They do it. They've got so much fucking really, really interesting shit.
Who?
Adam Savage on this Tested channel on YouTube.
Sure.
Like, he went down to Weta in New Zealand to hang out with the Weta Digital guys. What do you got there?
It's supposed to be sparkling, 0 water, 0 sugar, 0 carbs.
Starburst.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be more watery. It's very sugary.
Oh, really?
But there is no sugar in it. So there's got to be a fake-ass sugar on it.
Right? Like, you're going to look for the usual culprits?
Yeah.
The names we all know and fear?
I know.
Like aspartame.
Ugh. Or stevia or that shit.
Yeah.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. You're not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing it on here.
Nothing jumping out at you?
No, green tea extract. No. Apple juice concentrate. I don't know. It seems pretty... I mean, it tastes pretty orange. It's pretty good. It's all right. I just find it... Like, I'm a water... I like my sparkling fizzy water, and this has too much flavor for me.
I've definitely had that at times, where it's like...
But that would house... In my drinking days, that would be great with vodka.
That's probably what they're doing.
Antioxidants and vodka.
Right. Under the brand name, Starburst.
Oh, yeah. That's what got me was the Starburst. See, I normally went in for the bubbly. I like the bubbly. They do a good job at the sparkling water.
Now, is that a 16-ounce sparkling water?
Yeah. 16 ounce.
With the pounder?
Yeah, it's like a pounder. Yeah, blackberry. The blackberry bubbly is pretty good. That used to be good with vodka when I was a drinker.
Oh, is that blackberry, not grape?
Nope, yep, blackberry. Yeah, no grape. Grape. That stinks.
Yeah, it's a little too sweet. The blackberry's pretty good.
Yeah, that stuff was really good. But it's watery. It's more of an effervescentness. Is that a word? Effervescentness.
Yeah. Well, effervescence.
Yeah, it'd fill your proboscis. You'd smell the more than you would taste it. It would taste like fizzy water, but the smell and the effervescence,
the aromatics.
Yes, that's where you get the notes of blackberry.
All up in your face.
Yeah. But this Starburst sparkling ice thing, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down. It's a little bit too on the nose.
So do they have? Do you know? Did you see at the store? Did they have like that in like other variations?
Yeah, they had this. Yeah, they had this in like a red tropical punch one, which I'm not a huge fan of the tropical punch.
What was the candy associated with that one?
Starburst.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I think they go different colors of Starburst in liquid form.
Yeah?
Sparkling ice Starburst. Almost like the Starburst people goes, let's enter the water game. Let's get into the sparkling water game.
Or not even if it's just, whoever's putting that out, they're looking for a marketing angle.
Yeah, I mean, you would have thought it would have been a Skittle or a Nerd.
Yeah, if you can slap a candy logo on it, I mean, there's instant brand recognizability.
Sure.
I can see it from across the room. It's like, Starburst candy.
And the Starburst is a solid ass the square Starburst. It's pretty good. It's a good piece of candy. Doesn't last long, but it's just good enough to where you go, that was good.
I always kind of wondered, what is it?
Yeah, it's not quite a taffy.
Isn't it? I've never actually eaten taffy.
Oh, yeah. Taffy has a lot more length to it, and more. This is more Yeah, it's hard to say. It's kind of this. That's what makes Starburst kind of its own thing.
Right.
It's kind of like a now and later that breaks down way quicker. Your saliva breaks it down way quicker than the old now and laters. Remember the old now and laters back in the day?
Which one? What? No, those were they little square guys?
Yeah.
A little wax paper wrapper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine that, but less waxy, less just waxy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know the Starburst. I've done Starburst.
Yeah. Solid treat. The pink ones are great.
Pink ones.
Yeah, they're pink. They're pink. They got all flavors of the sun. They all. Now, if you were to blindfold me and say, we should do a blindfold. See if you can.
Okay.
I don't have any fucking Starburst. Next time
we can produce this. We can make this happen.
Yeah, we should go blindfold it. Yeah, we'll brown bag the Starburst. Can you name the color when you eat it?
Okay. So I've been thinking about that. Sometimes I like to eat peanut M&Ms.
I like the peanut M&Ms, solid treat.
As I used to say in the old TV commercial, but they don't like me. All right, but they're still tasty.
Sure.
And I like nugging on them because I can just grab 2 or 3 and I'm good.
Yeah.
So I've heard people tell on various podcasts here or there that the candy coatings on the peanut M&Ms, I don't know about the chocolate ones, but specifically I hear about the peanut ones, that those different candy-colored coatings have flavors.
Do they? I got to call shenanigans on that one. You can't tell me a yellow one and the brown one are different.
I mean,
I feel like they're going to taste exactly the same.
I would say it's like there is a difference, but you can't quantify it. You know what I mean?
No.
You can't be
but can you
that's
detect
the unmistakable hint of yellow.
Yeah, so if I blindfold you and I go, okay, Mike, one of these is yellow and one, A or B.
Right.
Yeah, yellow or brown.
Yeah, or yellow or blue, red or blue.
Yeah.
Whatever. Depending on what the thing is and what their sort of flavors are. Like I always think of Starburst as having like the classic 5 fruit flavors, right?
Yeah.
You got your orange, lemon lime, cherry, grape. Right? That's the 5.
Yeah.
Basic.
But I wonder if their Starburst could be, now I could be wrong in my head, I don't know. Remember how like Fruit Loops all taste the same or Trix all taste the same, you just psychologically think they're different because of the coloring.
Right. Because once again, they're when you see the orange, your brain's expecting the orange. Okay, so it's an interesting thing between the taste, the smell, and the
visual.
Remember when people started to fuck around with weird colored food? Like the green ketchup or the blue butter, what was it?
This was a 90s thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was coming out of Nickelodeon with the sliming.
Yes. Yeah. It was a mid-90s, late 90s thing.
Yeah, so they had a whole thing where, Heinz put out green ketchup.
Yeah.
Which I ran across at somebody's house back in the day.
Okay.
I could not bring myself to eat it.
I wouldn't either. I don't think I could. It'd have to be red.
And I did eat it. I tried it, and it tasted exactly like Heinz ketchup always does.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh, interesting.
It was great. It was awesome. But I could not get my brain wrapped around the fact
it was green.
It was green. In a dark green.
Yeah, it'd be like a blue mustard, I don't know.
Yeah, there was another one like blue butter or something like that, It was ridiculousness. Because it's just food coloring.
Sure.
Food coloring, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, that was like the late 90s, early 2000s. They were doing some wacky stuff to appeal to kids. And you're right, the Nickelodeon generation probably marketed all over Nickelodeon.
Yeah, because
like Wacky was like a weird upside down thing.
Remember they had shit like Gak? They sold Gak in a container.
Yeah.
Which was like, if your parents thought Silly Putty was trouble.
Yeah.
Remember Gak?
Yeah, or it'd be like the can of slime or the can of fucking...
That was the Gak, was the slime.
Was that Gak? It was, yeah.
Remember Floam?
Floam. That had little beads in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like little beads that stuck together and you could use it to sculpt things.
I never had it. I know what you're talking about, but I never...
but you and I came across it.
Did we?
Yeah, we were at somebody's house. I don't know if they were having a party or jamming. Somebody had the Floam.
Huh.
And I did. Maybe you weren't there.
Yeah, or I could have seen it. I just didn't. I don't think I've touched it.
Oh, you don't forget it.
I almost picture it like Dippin' Dots, but not cold Dippin' Dots.
Not cold.
Right.
No, not cold. But yeah, you know what I mean? It seems like they're like little spheres.
How do they stick together, though? That's fascinating. That's the chemistry behind that fascinates me.
Because it's not sticky.
It's not sticky.
Not an adhesive. Now, it may be, remember they did the wall walker back in the day?
The wacky wall walker.
The wacky wall walker. Right, which was a little rubbery octopusy guy.
And you'd throw it on the fridge.
Or any, good solid flat surface, like I imagine like a marble wall if you're at, you know.
Yeah, it worked on everything until it got dirty, and then once it picked up dirt, then it wasn't.
Well, then you just rinse it off in the sink.
True, but weren't you eventually rinsing off the this original stick?
I don't think there was original stick. I think it was one of those where it's like static electricity that holds it, because it's that clean rubber. But I will tell you this, it did leave a residue. Yeah. I've thrown it on white walls and it leaves like a little almost oily, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of I could almost see, originally starting like that, and then once you clean it for 3 or 4 times, because I don't remember it ever having much after you've done it a few times, and then it got some cereal dust on it and some floor dust on it.
Definitely, if it gets dirty, it's definitely not going to stick to anything. You gotta wash it off.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was only good right out of the wrapper and a few throws. But by the time you got it in your book bag and got it to school, it wasn't happening.
No.
That was only going to happen during the breakfast hour.
Yeah, you might get 1 or 2 good throws out of it before it hits the ground.
Right.
But I also remember it definitely leaving some sort of residue on the sliding glass doors, which, did you know, we always called them sliding glass doors growing up. You know what they're actually called?
Well, we call them patio doors, even if we didn't have a patio. You're right, sliding glass doors or patio doors.
That's what we always called it, was sliding glass doors, which is sort of dumb.
Well, no, louvers were when they had the slates on it.
Yeah, those are
louver doors. Okay, so what are they called?
Arcadia doors.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. Arcadia?
Yeah, Arcadia doors.
Huh. My mind's processing this here. Okay.
Yeah, that's how they refer to them out in like Phoenix and Arizona and the whole Southwest.
Is it a company? Is that like saying, oh, these are Kleenex, these are Arcadia doors?
No, I thought Arcadia was like, like an Arcadia, like a place. You know what I mean? Like a garden, like a backyard, like a you know what I mean? Like a veranda, like a
greenhouse.
Yeah, like an atrium sort of thing.
Like a room, like a Florida room. Like we always called it the Florida porch or the Florida room.
Right. Well, Florida rooms.
But maybe they were called Arcadias.
No. Well, so.
We're probably wrong. Somebody's yelling at their phone right now, or yelling at their screen right now.
Right in the Dudecast at gmail.com. But I feel like the Florida rooms was always about being enclosed with screens all the way around. Keep the bugs out.
But it was part of the house, so it wasn't like a porch. A porch, you'd go, oh, we're going to go on the back porch. But if you had a Florida room, that was kind of like in between the outside and your house. It was kind of like the airlock in between, where you took your boots off, and or you just go, let's go sit out in the Florida room.
Yep. Yeah.
Free from bugs, but yet on the other hand, it wasn't air conditioned.
Yeah, which is sort of the point.
Yeah. But it's funny. I don't know if I lived in Florida, do Florida people call them Florida rooms?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's sort of a specific thing. It's that sort of indoor-outdoor thing.
Because we're from up north, we would just go, we call it a Florida room because it's hotter in Florida out there. Let's go sit in a Florida room.
Well, it seems like, it's like, what also is sort of right next to a Florida room, or just adjacent to in theory, is they put the indoor pool in there.
Yeah.
They build in a bug-free enclosure with a roof
I've seen those in Florida.
Around the pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which sort of makes sense. There's a lot of fucking bugs down there.
Yeah. So then you could swim 24/7 if you wanted to,
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't get skeets.
Right.
Keep the skeets out.
Yeah, so there's definitely that. Oh, you know what? I was at work today. Power goes out.
I had a couple flickers too when you texted me. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, just a couple. But my computer's on a special power thing, so I got a 10-minute power window. So nothing with the computer. But I did see my lights kind of dim, ding, 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 ding. And when I got home, my microwave was blinking.
Yeah, I had to reset my microwave right as soon as I got it.
Okay, what happened at work though?
So yeah, the lights actually. It went off. And then it came on and went back off. It came on and went back off. It came on and went back off.
Ooh.
Then it was off for about like 5-10 minutes. Then it came on and went back off again. You know what I mean? It was like that. And so we're like if I leave, I don't get paid.
Yeah.
So
did you stay?
nobody said leave. So I was staying for a while, you know. I got my cell phone, right? It's running on battery anyway. So I got my headphones on. So listening to Carvey and Spade talk about the Saturday Night Live shakeups and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just sort of hung out, you know. One of the dudes just fucking lays his head down and took a nap. By the end, I was taking a nap. So I think we were down for about an hour, but boy, it felt like 2. It felt like 2 hours.
Wow.
But,
Came back on?
yeah.
And you went back to work?
Yeah, so, and I got on the Penelec app, which is the, you know, the power company.
Okay. They
Yeah.
mention it on the app?
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, they got an outage.
Watch, like a meter, like a map.
Yeah. So I'll show it to you on the map.
Oh, shit.
So I
Good
can
for them.
see sort of like the whole outage started sort of where I live, and then it just went out towards Asbury Road, just like a whole big wedge.
Wow.
So I was like, okay. And, you know, it was saying like, you know, it's been reported, we're aware of it, crews are on the way to assess the situation, right? And then, you know, then you'll get an update where it'll say, crews are on scene, they've assessed the situation, repairs have begun, you know, and then they'll...
Yeah, you wonder, I wish they would tell you, like, oh, we got a pole down. Do they tell you, like, oh, a car hit a pole or a seagull got a perm, you know?
No, they don't, which I wish they did, because
Yeah.
it's more interesting. We can all play along
Right.
that way.
Yeah.
You know, like out at my house in Mesa, it was like an old neighborhood, like downtown Mesa, like central Mesa, not downtown Mesa. But the electricity is coming in kind of like a lot of places here on the power lines. They haven't buried the lines,
Yeah.
which makes it susceptible to shit flying through the air. So one time, we lost our power because 2 cars got into an accident at an intersection. You know, one was turning, one was going straight or whatever. And they had rolled over and hit a tree, which either a branch of the tree fell and hit the power lines. So then it's like you can say to yourself, okay, if that's the problem with our power, we're going to need to get a truck in here to get that tree cleared first of all. Then we're going to have to, you know, clear out all the debris. Then we're going to have to rewire the power line. So you can say to yourself, well, that's going to be at least 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now I got an idea of the window, because you do have that little bit of extra information that lets you sort of make that guesstimation determination of
True.
how bad is this going to be.
True.
Like the fact that it kept flashing back on and then going off, I was like, that's got to be indicative of something. Some of the dudes at work were saying it could be like a transformer went out.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like like it was like a like what do they call it, the circuit breaker,
Yeah.
which trips itself.
Yeah.
Almost like boo, power goes off and somebody's like, hit the reset.
Like I could see it like on a hot day when everyone's running their air conditioning.
That's what we were saying.
But
at work.
this is one of those. Today's it's a cold day. It's cold and rainy out there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, cold and rainy and dark day. So it's not like there was a huge, you know, need for it or something. Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying. Anyway. Yeah. So broke up the day.
That's all right. Yeah. It's kind of like a fire drill at school. Remember the old fire drills? All right, we got a fire drill. We're going to go outside and dig around.
Man, when I was working at the bank, they were doing fire drills like every 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
Dude, you sound all like eager about it.
No, I would be, because I've never worked a place, I've never done a fire drill in a place of employment. It's only been high school and beyond. I've never done one. So I'd be kind of into it.
It can suck.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, so the part that would suck sometimes was when they'd be doing them and it's the middle of summer.
Oh, and you're in Arizona, so you got to go outside. It's 5 million degrees Kelvin.
Yeah, and you're standing in the parking lot with no shade anywhere for like 20 minutes while they get a count on all 1,700 people in the building.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
1,700 people in the building? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we had, 2 floors. You had the whole phone team.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah,
we
that's
were over
big.
there
That's a
doing
big
the
deal, yeah.
debit card disputes. Then they built a whole nother building.
Oh, you're talking Wells Fargo.
Yeah. Then they built another building, like as big or bigger than the building we were in. Well, so there was already 2 buildings.
Mm-hmm.
There was us in one, and this other building was like IT, so to speak.
Sure.
And then they built another building, and they put in like what do they call it when you the debt collector guys.
Okay, collections.
Collections.
Okay.
Yeah. They had collections and something else, credit card or something. I forget.
Ooh, Wells Fargo collection department.
Right.
What a bunch of fucking evil. Well, I'm sure they're nice people. They mean well, but they ain't got the evil overlord over them. You're
Yeah.
gonna get any kind of money you can.
Yeah, I couldn't do any of that shit.
Oh, it's evil. They're evil. They fucked with me. Remember when I had a car loan from Wells Fargo and they screwed me? Which was the old double dipping on, like, so they go on the website, because I was like, I don't want automatic withdrawal.
Oh, yeah.
So I would pay with my bank account, but when you paid with your bank account, it would default your thing to automatic withdrawal the next month. And I didn't pick up on this for 2 months. So 1 month, then I go, okay, well, I'm gonna go pay and I go pay on the 12th, even though it's due on the 14th. I pay it, and then the 14th automatically withdraws another payment. And I call them up and I'm like, what the hell's that? And they're like, and they tell me that's what happened. And I go, well, I want you to refund it. Well, we can't do that, sir. We can't, you just paid 2 payments. That's all
Yeah.
We can't do that, sir. There's nothing we can, sorry, sir. It was sorry,
Yeah. That's true.
And then I couldn't, and then they had a thing at the same time. I go, well, I don't want this fucking automatic withdrawal tab pushed, this tab. And I go, why won't it move? And they go, oh, you got to wait 7 days to change it. So I got to log back in 7 days later to change it back to not automatic withdrawal the next month. They're scammers. They scam me. That was complete bullshit. I knew what they were doing.
I had some bullshit too, like that this week. Minor thing with the computer, like you say. So I was looking into the idea of being able to do video podcast with remote people in different locations.
All right, you think what, Riverside?
Is that a good one?
Well, there's Riverside, yeah, and then there's what's the other? There's another one.
I was thinking maybe just run it with OBS.
StreamYard's one, huh?
Yeah, if there's like paid services or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend uses OBS a lot.
Okay.
She'll do like Zoom and then OBS.
Well, if she does that, you might as well do that, because she can school you on it, and you're in the department. You already got it on your computers.
Yeah, she's done a lot of it. Yeah, well, that's what I was looking for. Something that's going to be simple and ubiquitous. So my first thought was, I thought if you're doing FaceTime, the Apple one, on a laptop, you can just hit record.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I'm not an Apple guy. I don't know.
And so I was like, well, that sounds good. I'll try that.
Yeah.
So my laptop is so old. It's back at Mojave, 10.13 OS X.
Wow.
So because it's so old, I went to log into FaceTime. Wouldn't let me log in. Said my Apple ID password wasn't matching. It matches all the time because my new iPad always asks for it. They're like, hey, we forgot it. What is it again?
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing. So I know what it is. Mm-hmm. Still didn't take it. Then it goes, oh, you've tried too many times.
Oh.
Now you got to reset password.
Wow.
So I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, the tried too many times is bullshit.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And sometimes like they make you call in, although I think companies figured out, like those sort of companies with that sort of login, they figured out at that point, people are so frustrated when they call in, all they're going to do is yell.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're not going to meet anyone pleasant.
No.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be. Like you've got the customer worked up into a frenzy, and then give them the phone number.
Imagine that job.
Honestly, I had that job, now that I think about it. When I was at Amazon, we were selling partner support. So we were there to help people that were selling on the platform, right? So if you're selling on the platform, right? So you're selling razors or whatever the fuck. If you get in trouble with something, first thing they do is shut your site down. You can't sell anymore. And they send you this letter. And this letter is the most generic letter. And it just says there was a problem with your account. It's been shut down. You need to contact this for assistance. Well,
then imagine somebody who that's their livelihood.
The contact number comes
and I'm like,
in.
what the fuck, man?
Right. So then when they call in, and they go through, the first 2 levels of technical help, which is like, logins and passwords.
Ooh, I'd be hotter than a hornet.
By the time they get through, they're all fine. So I talk to these people all day, all the time. And it was always like, then we had to go try and because the letter says nothing. It has no information.
Sure.
So then it's like you got to try and pull it up and look at notes and be like, oh, it looks like it's something related to this over here. And then you just quote them what the rule is. And be like, yeah, you got to follow that rule. That's all it ever came down to.
Wow. But to shut them down and then you go, I don't know what's happening. I don't happen. And then you get in the mail 3 days later,
3 days later, a letter. Yeah. I'm sure you get an email.
Yeah, I would hope so, because if they made you wait.
You know what was even worse? At some point, federal government changed the ruling on if you're selling insecticides.
Well, that makes sense, yeah, because they're bomb materials. You can turn that into...
But it was more like, so if you were going to sell anything that was in any way an insecticide, you had to comply with this FIFRA thing, which is the Federal Insecticide, blah, blah, blah. It was an act to basically make sure that people weren't sneaking volatile chemical stuff onto Amazon platform and selling that, non-healthy, toxic stuff.
Yeah.
And so basically, they just made this, like, if you sold anything that made any pesticidal claims, that's what it was.
Pesticidal claim.
You had to pass this FIFRA certification, which was just watching this, 10-minute video. Explaining what the FIFRA rule is about. And basically that it's like, if you import or sell anything that's an insecticide, pesticide, anything like that, it's subject to these rules,
Yeah, I could see that. And it makes sense.
So people were getting shut down. I talked to a number of people who were selling bread boxes.
Oh, I bought a bread box. Okay, yeah.
If you were describing a bread box, what's the point of the bread box?
Well, it boxes bread. Well, I mean, yeah. What do you mean? What are you asking me?
Yeah.
What are you asking me?
Bread box.
Okay.
Why? What's the point?
Oh, to put bread in.
Right.
Keep my bread fresh.
Keep your bread fresh.
Keep the sunlight from getting on it.
Keep the sunlight from keep it nice and dark.
And, make my kitchen look a little tighter. I don't want bread crumbs all over the place, And I need a place to throw all the old bread ties when I'm done.
Well, the third reason most people would say is to help keep the bread from getting moldy too fast.
Okay.
Which is why, keeping it out of the sunlight and all that sort of stuff, whatever.
Don't tell me the word moldy gets people.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because it would say, mold prevention or whatever. That's a pesticidal claim.
Pesticidal, yeah. Or you do not want, tsetse flies on your, use the bread box to keep, gnat infestations down.
Yeah, but even people selling like tents and tarps.
Okay.
They said it would have like an anti-mildew, or you know what I mean?
That's a pesticidal claim.
It's a pesticidal claim.
Oh, okay. Well, we learned a new word today, kids.
Antifungal, anything.
Ah.
Yeah. So really all you had to do was watch this 10-minute course, So so people would call in. Dude, sites were getting shut down left and right for the most weird things.
Wow.
And so the people would call in and I fucking talk to them and, we try and figure out why their store got shut down and, and it's like, oh, see, here on your site it says this. And they're like, really? And you're like, yeah, that's really what it is. And they're like, really? Wow. You shut my store down for that? And it's like, because what they do is they implement stuff in the system and it's the system.
Yeah.
It's just computers.
And one size fits all. You all got to abide by this rule.
Yep. They'll just make the change and they'll run with it.
Which probably now, back when you were doing this, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, now it's probably AI. Just like how we get flagged on YouTube for the dumbest shit, whatever, when you're trying to upload a thing. They, I don't know. I haven't put anything on Amazon ever, I don't think. I used to do eBay back in the day, but never an Amazon thing.
Yeah. So anyway.
That's cool. Speaking of, didn't your girlfriend buy something off?
Oh, off Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, what'd she buy off Amazon?
So
you're about to tell me, and I said, save it for the pod.
Yeah, so she works from home, right?
Okay.
So she's basically on the computer and she's talking on the phone sort of thing. But she's using, a microphone on a stand and headphones.
Okay.
Oh, she was just saying she doesn't like having the microphone on the stand because she's got a script and she's taking notes, you know what I mean? She's got the keyboard, the mouse,
Is she going for the old headset.
Well, that's what she was mentioning. She was mentioning that like a lot of people would doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, they probably have Bluetooth headsets.
Bluetooth headset. That's a good one.
Yeah, because she probably wouldn't want the cord hanging down.
That's true. That's
and
true.
she'd want to walk. So yeah, get a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, little one that goes or whatever. You know, stereo.
Yeah,
I think the stereo's better.
Yeah, sure.
I've had the single ear stuff. Like it hasn't gotten better. Huh?
No,
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, yeah. But I was thinking about because what I thought of when she was mentioning that was what we used to use when I used to record that wrestling show is a broadcaster's headset.
Right.
Which is over-the-ear headphones with a mic coming out. And then it's got 2 cords. It's got an XLR and then a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, that's heavy duty. She doesn't need that.
But it's only $150. Audio
true.
Technica.
Yeah, but I'm sure they got way more streamlined, cooler, Bluetoothy versions.
That's what I was thinking. I couldn't see her with that big thing on her head. But the mics on those sound great. Like that's the broadcaster mic.
Yeah.
When you hear the guy at the wrestling or the boxing thing and they're talking to the thing, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a pretty good open sounding mic.
So what did she get from Amazon though? That?
No. So the girlfriend in her job, she did good, and they gave her a $125 Amazon gift card.
$125. All right. Not a bad score.
So she's in this weird position with these weird tables trying to make it work, and it's always fucking up her neck and her shoulders and that sort of shit. So I was saying to her, why don't you look at one of those fucking height adjustable desks? That way you can be sitting down when you want to sit down, you can stand up when you want to stand up, you know? It's nice. So she long story short, she gets on there on Amazon, you know, she finds one, orders it, comes in the other day. So I was putting this together last night. So
and
long story short, it all came together fucking perfectly.
Wow. Okay. You weren't missing a bolt? It wasn't an IKEA catalog?
No. In fact, they gave 1 extra part for everything.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
So if you needed 4, there were 5 in there.
And it wasn't cheap Korean goods to where one was milled wrong or anything like that?
No, it seemed good. And I used to put together, furniture and stuff at the hardware store.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm pretty adept at this sort of stuff. I was impressed. It seemed like the quality was like a step above.
How much did you pay for it?
109, 125,
Nice.
150.
Now, when it's adjustable, how does she adjust? Does it have a hydraulic where it's like these chairs where you can go and it'll go up?
I had a little one that I'd got from Office Depot back in the day that was like that. It was just hydraulic. Like in order to lift it up, I had to lift it up. It would help me, but I still had to lift it.
Yeah.
No, hers has a motor.
A motor?
Yeah, motor.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a nice little one. It's only 40 inches, by 24 inches. Because we don't have a lot of space for anything.
And it'll raise, she can push a button, it'll go.
Right. So you got the little 5-button control pad. You got up and down. Then you got 1, 2, and 3, like radio presets.
Yeah.
So I said, sit down. Let's find where you like it. And it's got a little digital readout. So it was at 77. And she's like, yeah, that feels good. You hold down number 1, and it sets it as a preset for number 1.
Wow.
And I'm like, stand up, see where it feels comfortable for you. And she's like, oh, about here. 100. Hold number 2 till it sets it as a preset. So then you can just hit 1, goes down to here. 2, goes to there.
Is her chair adjustable too? Or she just wants to be able to stand up?
Sometimes she just wants to stand up. Yeah, so her chair is like, we were getting these chairs from Staples. It's like one of the most basic office chairs from Staples. It's like $97.
Yeah, the standard $97 deal, yeah.
Yeah,
Rollers.
it's called the Cadera or something like that.
Yeah, industry standard.
Yeah, very simple chair. That's what I have for my chair at home. The girlfriend got one. There's a miscommunication.
Chairs
delivery.
can get expensive.
Well, that's why these ones are like $98.
Yeah.
It's like the Shure SM58 of desk chairs.
Yeah. It's going to be same plastic casters that they have. And
right, which I swapped those out.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I put in the rollerblade wheels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, they're much better. And then, so those chairs are fairly adjustable. Like you can adjust the seat pan where you sit. You can adjust the tilt on that.
Wow.
And then, of course, the height, whether it reclines or not.
Adjustable desk. I don't have much experience with any of those. I always
it's
thought they were
fairly
fascinating.
Yeah, so this is my first real experience with one other than
Like
that
you see
manual
those
that I have.
Hollywood agents and stuff, like they're on like a treadmill and the desk is up here, up high.
Yeah.
She could do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do, depending on the size. We got a 40-inch, you can get, 45, 48, 48 by 24 is real common.
Yeah.
You have 48 by 30, 55 by 30, that sort of shit. But a lot of people do that. Like if you look at the reviews on Amazon or whatever, yeah, what they do is they have small walking treadmills that people will be, working at their desk doing their thing, but they're fucking walking the whole time, getting their steps in.
Oh, I know.
This one lady was like, oh, I put my treadmill under this desk, and she's like, I got 12,000 steps in a day.
That's kind of the way to do it if that's your thing, Yeah, I know. I
mean,
can't wrap my head around it.
If you're going to do that, why not just invent a treadmill with the gearing that as you just walk on it as like a normal walking pace, it generates enough electricity to power all your shit.
You'd think, yeah, or at least power a backup generator. So then that way, hey, the power went out today at work. Get on the thing. Let's start walking.
Oh yeah, Yeah, the UPS, the uninterruptible power supply.
Right. Yeah.
Which is basically a battery backup.
But you're right. It should have some kind of
Which what's interesting? So I got the girl a UPS only because she was always doing work from home for the college and this sort of shit, grading papers and all that sort of shit. And so at like a thrift store, they had one of those UPSs, the uninterruptible power supplies.
Oh.
And it was like, $7, $10, $15.
Well, that's a good deal, yeah.
Right? Of course, you take it home and the battery's depleted.
Yeah, but they take what? They'll be like 4 Ds, or 7 Ds.
No, it's actually a battery pack.
Oh.
So you go to the manufacturer, APC, you go to their website, find your model, you get a replacement battery. It's like $35 for a replacement battery. They sell these things for like $300.
Wow.
Yeah. So for like $15 and $35, she's got a UPS.
Yeah.
So if she's working and the power goes out, because I got a laptop which is a built-in battery.
Yeah.
So I got a built-in UPS.
Yeah. But I know I have one on my computer, my work computer, and that saved me a million times from losing something in the middle. At least if the power goes out, you've got about a 10-minute window to figure it out.
Yeah, 10 or 12 minutes, yeah. Put that shit to bed.
Yeah, I love that. I swear by it,
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Because it'll save your ass, because nothing more shitty than a random power outage,
Oh, yeah.
Lose all your tracks or lose whatever you're working
Like when I was
on.
at the bank or whatever, you're typing all your notes in after a case, and then boo.
Oh. Yeah.
The power went out in our building one time, and we got sent home. After that, they put in a battery backup for the entire building across the... Remember I said there were 2 buildings?
Yeah.
The IT guys over there? Yeah. They put in, the whole bottom floor, they turned into a fucking battery backup.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. If not a generator. Anyway.
Wow. Pretty interesting. Oh, what did we... Oh, you and I, before the weather got all shit-tay, you and I, we did some stuff over the weekend.
Oh. Yeah, so we...
Do we want to tell the folks what we did?
Yeah, we should talk about this. Yeah, since the weather's nice, because there was a lot of heat dome humidity all fucking summer, which blew.
Blew, yeah.
Now it's sort of yin
Opened
and yang.
up.
Yeah, it's opened up, man. It's so nice. It feels so good. I mean, I love it if you stand in the sun and you're like, oh, it's kind of hot. But you're in the shade with a little bit of breeze, and it's like, oh, it's nice and cool.
Yeah.
Love it. That's perfect weather.
Yeah.
So we've been having that. So there was an event going on locally here. They were having the second annual, so only the second year they did it, Gem City, which is what they sometimes call Erie, Renaissance Festival. So I like this sort of stuff. This is my kind of crowd. So I wanted to go down and check it out.
Yeah, it's down in this park, which is kind of down by the bayfront here. I've been to this park a million times. I go there every Saturday, usually every other Saturday. There's a whole Whole Foods kind of market thing that they do.
Oh,
down
like a
there.
farmer's market?
I go to the farmer's market with the girlfriend. I went down there for the No Kings rally. That's the place where I told you I had to walk around the fucking 8-foot baguette.
Yeah, and
For a No Kings rally. I'm the only one at a No Kings rally holding a fucking giant fucking loaf of bread.
Wait, so you had a loaf of bread?
Well, yeah. They were having the
Wait, were you wearing a fucking beret?
No.
Okay.
I was being a boyfriend cuck. I was going along with it. The girlfriend goes, let's go to Whole Foods Market. Let's go down there. And she's like, all right. And I'm like, good boyfriend, here I go. I'm going to just carry your purse and we're going to do this. Let's go. Oh, hi, tomatoes. Hi, sprouts.
You were carrying the purse?
Well, she decides she wants to day drink. So she stops by at the local stand of the brewery.
And if the weather's nice.
Oh, yeah, it was beautiful.
Because here's the whole thing down there. Like, there's never any parking around there. So you got to be walking around.
Yeah. You park a few blocks away and walk, but it's nice enough, you know. And then I'm holding the purse, and then she gets a beer, and then she gets a vegan hot dog from this place. So she's got her hands full. So I'm holding the purse, and then next thing you know, she's like, "Oh, okay, well, you eating that? I'll hold my bag," and then I'm holding this little bag of candle things. I'll hold this baguette, and then so I have this giant baguette, like a French baguette.
Yeah, the full size?
Yeah, and the bag to it is only like that high.
Yeah.
And the baguette's literally this long.
Just from an artisan bakery.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could sword fight with this thing.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm carrying it around. After a while, I'm just like, all right, she takes her stuff and she's buying more stuff. So she's got her hands full with her purse and her data and her drink and her thing. So I get stuck with the baguette. Well, in rolls the No Kings thing, you know, and the place is filling up. And the protests and everybody's holding their signs.
Right.
and I'm like, so I'm holding the baguette. I'm like, like joining them with a baguette. But
that'd be hysterical if you saw it on the news.
I know. I was thinking like the French Revolution, like let them eat cake. They're
yeah. Well,
off with their heads, and then I'm holding a baguette, and they probably thought I was like, people are probably looking at me going, what's his angle? The baguette.
Well, I mean...
The French bread. What's he trying to say with that one?
Food prices are too expensive. We're getting fucking gouged at the markets. That's what you're saying. And honestly, they said the same thing back then, too. So honestly...
I was right on brand.
You're right on brand.
I'm right on brand.
You're the traditionalist in that scenario.
I know. So I carried this thing around for 4 fucking hours. And next thing you know, we get this bread home. We go on to other things. It's laying on the counter. Week goes by. She hasn't broken into the bread.
Really?
Yeah. 2 weeks go by, hasn't broken into the bread. So now it's become an ongoing joke. I'm like, I walked around the protest with a fucking baguette, and you haven't had one bite of this baguette.
Full-size baguette.
You could now I was like, you could knock on it, and it's petrified.
I'm surprised that didn't change colors. Yeah, because my girlfriend sometimes, like, she not now, because she's doing like a fast where she's not, definitely not eating bread. She really doesn't eat bread. But there was one time she came home with like a smaller chunk of the French bread.
Yeah.
And we take it and, you get the cutting board and you get the bread knife and you fucking saw off a hunk and you put some butter on it.
Yeah, or you dunk it. It's great, like the Panera version. You dunk it in the soup. Always good.
I suppose you could do soup. You know what we had one time at some restaurant? It was weird. So, like, we'd go out there. We'd go out to see some play or something like that. And then after the play, 10:30 at night, like we're somewhere in sort of downtown Phoenix, and like, let's go somewhere. We'll get a little nosh, get something to drink or whatever. See what we can do. So we go to this weird little cafe, right? And we're there, and they bring out, they seat you, they get fucking drinks, and then they bring out something for you to sort of nosh on sometimes.
Yeah.
So they bring out, little cuttings of the French bread, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was this super dark brown, almost black sort of sauce.
What was it, like a pumpernickel butter or something?
No, I think they said it was like, is it balsamic vinegar reduction or something?
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's balsamic vinegar, but is it in a paste or is it a liquid?
It's a liquid, but it's sort of a thick liquid.
Oh, so it's kind of like a thicker, oily kind of version.
Yes.
Kind of like you'd almost baste it on there.
Yeah, well, so what you do is you just take the little French bread or whatever, you kind of bite the little crusty end off.
Yeah.
And then with the, where it's sort of open, you just dip that in this. And it was really good.
Oh, yeah, it absorbs in there and probably softens the petrification of the shell, the bread shell,
But yeah, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, write us in, tell me what it is, because I asked the girlfriend, and she's like, it seems familiar, but I can't quite fucking put a name on it, right? So we asked the waitress, and she goes, I don't know. She goes, and then the chef said it's a balsamic vinegar reduction or something like that.
Vinegar reduction? I don't know the word reduction, what that would mean.
Well, it's like, that's how you make gravy.
Oh.
Because it's like a liquid, and then you boil it down, and the steam is the liquid evaporating.
Sure.
So it gets thicker, and
Right. Okay. So we're at this park. Okay. Now you and I.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got
we
way off
diverged.
topic.
Okay. Yeah, I got off on the bread tangent. Okay,
Yeah.
so we go to this Renaissance Festival.
So yeah, the second annual.
I was laughing because keep in mind, 2 years before this, it was literally like 5 nerds role-playing sword fights out in the field there, and I was like, dorks, and I laughed. I even took a picture of them just to mock. And then, here we go, 2 years later, what do we got, Mike?
The second annual Gem City Renaissance Festival.
It's bigger than ever. I was blown away by how cool it was.
Okay, so you were there a couple of years ago before it was a thing.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of LARPers.
Were they actually running around throwing beanbags at each other, yet
Yes.
casting spells?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's no vendors or nothing like that. It was just, it was just like about 12 nerds.
Because I've had experience with this on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Right.
Which is called the SCA, the Society for Creative Anachronism. These people are like hardcore nerds and researchers that are into this sort of stuff.
Yeah, they're almost like the Civil War reenactors, only they're in like a medieval reenactors.
100%.
And they are on
it.
Yeah.
Like
they're period perfect, down to the jewelry, down to the hair clip, down to the accent.
Yeah, the girlfriend's sister had some friends that owned this ranch that they got the contract to, this SCA was looking for a place, 5-year contract, to have their big summer jamboree every year. And so they got the contract. And so we went up there and worked it the first summer. We were in it was a little building selling like ice and hot dogs and drinks and, that sort of shit. So we were popular. Everybody came to see us.
Okay.
So you can walk around and talk to the people. So there's like old ladies over here that are making clothes. Like they're taking the raw wool or cotton, spinning it into yarns, making that into threads,
Sure.
weaving it into cloth, sewing the stuff together, the whole process.
All period indicative.
100%.
Yeah.
And then
this wasn't that quite. I mean, they had a couple blacksmithy guys with their swords and whatnot that were,
No, they weren't blacksmiths. That was a local group that does sword fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew their shit. They definitely, the guy gave me a little tutorial. He knew his shit.
Oh, yeah. Because those guys are actually doing it, which is like, is it fencing?
Yeah, it was fencing, but then they had like different years of broadswords and rapiers and
rapiers.
Yeah, they had the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I asked a stupid question of like, what's that thing sticking out there? And they're like, oh, it's just so when they slide down the blade, they don't chop their knuckles off. Well, then as the years went by, they added to that, and then they made a cross thing, and then they had that, and then,
the full covering.
Yeah. So it was a whole thing. Yeah, he gave me a whole lesson.
Yeah, love that stuff. That's fascinating. But so they had those guys there doing the sword fighting, which actually I actually shot a little video of that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have some video of our whole adventure there.
Yeah. Should we show the montage?
May as well run it right now.
All right. All right.
It's Aaron from the Dewcast.
A lot of virgins.
So this is at the Gem City Renaissance Festival. I guess it's the second annual. And it's our first time here, scoping it out. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. There's a lot of people going on. They're all dressed up.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was over at the ice cream stand, and this girl walks up and goes, "Can I have some ice cream to help me in my quest?" And it's like everybody's in the mode.
Well, they got quests. They were selling like tickets are like donations, and then they have these like quests that you can do.
Oh, like a scavenger hunting thing?
Yeah, something like that.
His name was Willie Brennan, and I as well. Was from the Kilworth Mountains, and was land, and many wealthy noblemen came for us to win. Running on the boar, bold, brave, and undaunted was his. Get up here, Mom.
Earmug corsets.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. That's kind of creative. Like, look at that on a stein. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at that. Beer mugs, corsets. This guy, this is pretty cool. Look at that skeleton guy. He's kind of on stilts.
Yeah, that's looking pretty great.
That's cool.
pretty good. It's good. I like all the people. I like the costumes. I mean,
Good spirits. Yeah, I'm not getting any riffraff feelings. No.
no,
A little nerdly vibes, but that's cool. Nerds are cool. I'm with them.
that's what I like. Yeah. So it's a beautiful day here, so, you know, we would grab some footage and show you guys out and about doing things.
Thank you for the shanty.
Yeah,
there you
no,
go.
that was fun. And
It was.
everybody was in good spirits. I didn't sense any hostility.
No, that's why it's always so nice.
Yeah, it was and it was fun to watch the kids cosplaying a bit, but it wasn't like
You know what? So out in Arizona, we used to go to the Renaissance Festival out there, and it's quite a thing out there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And in the same way, you'd never get any sense of threat or danger or anything
No.
like that, because it's always sort of nerds. And when you do see the tough guys there, they're always there with like the girlfriend or the family and shit.
Yeah.
They're always like, "Oh, I'm so bored." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can tell they're bored and don't want to be there, but they're on their best behavior. But yeah, so a lot of people here at the Gem City Renaissance Festival were dressed up in not just random costumes. It all seemed very themed appropriate costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all sort of medievally sort of stuff.
Yeah, like they were dressing up as their D&D characters. Some of them had
Right.
horns and elf ears and capes and,
Yeah, like there was one, there was one guy when we parked a car to go walk over. Dude parked like next to us, and he gets out. He's wearing like goblin armor, and he starts walking over, and I'm like, I guess we'll follow him.
goblin armor.
Yeah. So we chatted at the corner or whatever, and look good. It's just taking like thin pieces of like yoga mat foam, right? You put a slice in it, bend it, and then you rivet it.
Yeah.
And then it makes it so the corners stick out. So it was like plate armor,
Yeah.
like lightweight.
Yeah, and lightweight too.
You're gonna
That's
play
pretty
on
cool.
something.
Yeah, there's some creative versions there too.
Yeah, I love the costuming thing. I think it looks great. I love that stuff. It looks good. And so all the people were wearing, sort of theme appropriate costuming. It was fun. The sword fighting people were fun. They had some musicians there that were good.
Yeah, they just needed a PA but
We were talking about that
they'll
too.
figure out next round.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. But
Because the thing is, I don't think anybody there had electricity.
yeah, Frontier Park isn't very because when Blues and Jazz Fest they run massive generators. Yeah, there is no electricity down there per se.
Which they probably got those generators like someplace in the back,
Yeah.
You got to sort of,
And they run it. Yeah, I think they got to rent those generators. So maybe this year they did, but I bet you next year they will. Now I think the ice cream lady, she had it for her. It's got a couple food trucks there.
Yeah, it was like food trailers or something.
Yeah,
It wasn't
but they have
the
their
actual
own.
trucks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they were like smaller things. They were
Yeah.
they were like food trailers.
Yeah.
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 Or were they the full vehicle? I forget.
I don't know what she does, but the Sunday one. But
Yeah, so there was
but
some.
they have their own generators. They have their own power. They're dealing.
Yeah, and the trucks are.
But it wasn't enough to power a PA. It wouldn't be for what I mean. It's not their job. They're just.
No, yeah, that's the whole thing. Because they're just worried about running their
But
stuff.
for the second year, I gotta see. Yeah, the organization was good. The spirits were high. It's perfect place. The weather was perfect. Yeah.
A lot of vendors.
Yeah,
A
had
lot
a
of
good
vendors
time.
there
I
selling
know, I had a
wares.
good time.
A lot of crafty vendor stuff.
Yeah, everything from, and it's funny, when I was talking earlier about going to, excuse me, when I was talking about going to the food market there in the same area, the vendor food market, a lot of the same vendors are there. You see, oh, there's the crochet girl. Oh, there's the guy in the tie-dye shirt that draws people's caricatures. Oh, there's the crystal lady. There's the wood carving guy who makes all the, Lake Erie,
Yeah.
sculptures.
Those are all spot on, things that you would expect to see at
Yeah.
those sort of things.
Yeah.
That should be relatively easy to find.
Yeah.
The caricature guy, the crystal lady, the fortune teller, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like a wood carver guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Sort of-
fun.
Sort of artisan stuff. Yeah. But the thing about those sort of things is they're engaging. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like you can have one guy drawing, caricatures of this one couple, but you can have 15 people standing around watching them draw.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's dope. Like I always loved to do the blacksmith.
Yeah.
I could stand there and watch the blacksmith for like a good hour and a half.
Yeah, you need a big fire or something cooking for that. I don't think they have the ability there at ours, but I could see where that would be fascinating.
They could, but I'll guarantee the city's not granting a, bringing in a kiln.
Yeah, you can't
Or
be
a kiln for the
pounding
ceramics
iron there. Tang, 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 like a dwarf.
Yeah, because they just, you know what they always do is, it's just a real simple bellows, right? You know, a bellows blowing air in. And to drive it, they just have a sapling, like a tree branch that's green. So it basically is like a spring. You tie a string to it, goes down to the bellows, and you have a foot pump. So when you push down on the thing to blow into the bellows, the tree limb pulls it back up. So you can just push on it, push on it, push on it, push on it, just blow, 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 blow. And it pushes more air in, hotter fire, melting shit.
Fun.
Yeah, anyway, I love that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, so the Renaissance Festival, so I wanted to go down, check it out, see what's doing. You know, it seemed pretty nice. You know, it was a nice mellow thing. Hopefully next year they can do it even bigger and it grows. They would definitely, so it was on a donation basis.
Yeah, they weren't charging to get in, which was very nice.
Yeah, so you sort of pay whatever you can afford, which for me is not much at all. But the guy's like, the most important thing is I got to clicker you. So they're at the stage where they're just trying to justify any sort of budget by saying we had 25,000 people come last year, or whatever the number is, 5,000 people or whatever it is.
So they know how to sell to vendors.
Yeah, to vendors and or sponsors.
Right.
Because if they got any sort of local corporate sponsor, they could get a PA.
Yeah, which I think they're gearing up to. They will.
Yeah, I mean they should. They could also have some more, you know, I mean, it's a ripe opportunity to come up with a performance thing to do. You know, and another thing they always have is the one in Arizona. They always have a place for the little kids where it's like Bo Peep's Storytime area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They almost should have like a little kids area, like Fairyland, you know.
But this did not have, you know, any. There weren't any real kids there that I saw.
No.
The kids were like 15, 16.
Yeah, I think there might have been an age thing.
I mean,
unless the people that are, I don't know, just maybe no one brought their children, little kids.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it,
I saw a couple 13, 14-year-old like little groups, but they were all dressed up like they played
they got elf
Magic the
ears.
Gathering.
Yeah, even if nothing else, they got elf ears.
You're right.
You know, cut off shorts and Converse and, you know, flannel shirts, but elf ears.
Yeah,
but a good time. I enjoyed it. You know, I like it.
Yeah, we had fun. We did some other things, but we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we're trying to get out while the weather's good and actually do some stuff and go some places and just bring it to you guys so you guys can see what's what, because we're always in the studio.
Yeah.
But things do exist outside the studio.
Oh, I know. I wish we could talk about what we almost did and didn't do.
Then we'll talk about it next week.
All right. We'll save it for next week. We'll save it.
Yeah. So
okay, that was funny. Yeah. So let's see what else what else we got? Well, we can do a top 5, bottom 5 this week.
We got top 5, bottom 5 list?
Yeah, it's not too great. I'm running out of ideas because we've done them all, unless we revisit some old ones.
So that's in the grand tradition.
Yeah.
The grand tradition.
We're Generation X guys. That's what we are. Let's not kid anyone here. We're not Generation Z. We're not boomer assholes. We're Generation X. We're the you know, that's you and I, right? We're Gen Xers, right?
Oh, yes, we're Gen Xers. I was thinking about the fact that now we've gone through everything down through Generation Z. So now they're starting back over with Gen Alpha.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Have you heard that?
I have heard Alpha. I wasn't sure, so they're going to go to Beta next. And C, D, yeah.
C is Generation Cuckold.
Yeah.
And D is Generation Dim.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. No, because I like and even though I'm a Gen Xer, a lot of my friends and people I used to date and friends, they were all Gen Zers. So I feel like the generation below me I kind of tied into too. But I learned from the older Xers and the
wouldn't Generation Y be the one right after us?
Is that it?
Yeah, there's a Gen Y in there.
Oh, and then there's a Z.
Yes.
And my daughter would be like a millennial.
Yeah,
She's 21.
I'm not sure what the cutoff line is for.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
For all this sort of
stuff. It's
all
kind of vague. But we're definitely Gen Xers.
Oh, we're 100% Gen X.
Yeah. So we've said some pretty dumb shit. Well, how about top 5, bottom 5 Gen X words, slang, that us dumbasses used to use, or we're flying around in our day.
All right. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Top 5 bottom. You want to go to top 5 slang term? Well, not slang. Yeah, they're terms. They're words that were everywhere. Yeah. You might hear them now. They might still have floated to this day. They might not have. You never know.
All right. Now, did you do this from memory, or did you do this from research?
Well,
where you know what year each of these
little
came
both.
from?
Little both. I kind of added to it. Like I thought as many as I could think of, and then I did a cross-reference on a couple lists, and I was like, oh, there that is. There that is. And then I had to pull some off because I was like, oh wait, no, that's definitely like I can't put groovy on there because that's clearly a boomer thing.
Yeah, that's a 60s.
You know, and I can't put like, oh, that's dope because that's after us. That's after, you know, to say something's dope.
I guess
that's
so.
not Gen X.
A little bit.
No, it's not. That's down the road. You picked that up way. You didn't say that's dope till you were way into Arizona.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the ones where, you know, so where we were at, okay, the worst ones.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
that's
dope,
interesting.
Yeah, dope, then that's a later generation. That's not of this ilk.
Okay.
But there's some terms. Okay, what do you want? The good ones, the ones that I thought were all right, and then the ones that I say are stupid as fuck. Bottom 5 or the top 5?
Boy, I don't know. They both sound fun. I'm kind of into all of it. What are you feeling?
Well, I don't know. We'll go with the ones that I thought were kind of stupid, which would be the bottom 5.
Okay,
all right,
bottom 5 first.
Honorable mentions. You got okay. Now this one almost made the cut, but I felt like it was almost like it was here and gone, so that's okay. It was the gag me with the spoon, Valley Girl bullshit.
Yeah. Well, okay. So is Valley Girl Generation X?
I would think so. Yes. They're tied late end boomers, but yeah, Valley. But that was such a blip on the radar. That was.
I feel like it's that half generation before us. Like I feel like you know Moon Unit and Dweezil were mid teenagers, 15, 16 by the time when we were like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I feel like they were like 5 years ahead of us or something.
Sure, yeah, and a couple, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That was an honorable mention. That didn't quite make the list because I was thinking that, and plus it was a blip on the radar. So Gag Me with the Spoon's got to go.
Isn't that technically late 70s?
No, that was 82.
You think that early?
Yeah, 83, 80, somewhere in there. You know.
I think it's earlier.
Yeah, honorable. Here's another. I always thought this was stupid, and it was It's a common word used to describe something excellent or sexy. The abbreviation of the word is pretty hot and thick. Fat. P-H-A-T.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
It emerged from hip-hop,
Yeah.
early hip-hop, and its deliberate misspelling was inverted, meaning the word fat.
So I first heard that in, what was it, Friday? It was Chris Tucker that said it. It was either Friday or
Yeah, it was
Rush
probably
Hour.
around longer, but since we're suburban white kids, we didn't pick up on it till that.
Well, yeah, if you see it in a movie, it was already like, 18 to 36 months old.
Yeah.
He said it was fat, pretty hot, and tempting.
Yeah, fat, P-H-A-T.
Is that what you have the abbreviation?
Yeah, P-H-A-T, yeah, I mean, fat, well, yeah.
What's that one?
Well, I just read it, yeah.
Oh, you didn't get a breakdown of what the P stands for and the H stands for?
Well, it's a euphemism for pretty hot and thick.
No, it wasn't thick. It was tempting in the movie.
Oh, okay. I thought it was pretty hot and thick, but that's okay.
That's what I heard Chris Tucker say in the movie.
Yeah, maybe he was just playing on it, like joking on it, like, oh, that's pretty hot and tempting,
Yeah, it could be that it's thick and somebody at the studio was like, that sounds extra dirty, change that.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of stupid. That's an honorable mention. Okay,
Yeah, that's fat.
so that would be a 6 if there's a 6.
But then it got applied to a lot of things were fat. Anything cool was fat. That's fat.
And then it was like, all right, what are we doing here? Yeah, it got blurred, it got stupid, and everyone's using the word fat, and it was like, and then you hear suburban white kids saying it, and you just go, you're an idiot. Stop it.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 5. Number 5 is
Of the worst.
of the worst to me. When somebody says, you can't seem to come up with a slight dip, you can bounce. The dip, the word, let's dip out of here, let's bounce out of here. Remember that?
Sure.
The word's very versatile. It says, not to be confused with later on the generation tried to change it to I'm gonna ghost or let's ghost out of here, but got to the Gen Z crowd. But they quickly took it back and called it dip again. Dip made a resurgence, but it was a Gen X term that we were using, apparently. Like, oh, let's dip out of here, or we gotta get going.
Yeah, I mean, we would always say let's get the fuck out of here, but I mean, dip out of here, I feel like is almost like a callback to 1920s slang.
Yeah, you wanna dip out of here?
Let's dip out of this speakeasy.
Yeah, let's get to dipping. No, I don't know.
Let's dip out of here and get to stepping.
Yeah, that's kind of stinks. All right, number 4. Here's one. I never liked this one either. When somebody would say the meaning, the slang phrase plays on the idea that medicine's relaxing someone. When somebody would say, take a chill pill.
Oh, the chill pill.
That made me want to fucking elbow somebody when they told you to take a chill pill.
I feel like that one came from TV sitcoms with kids.
Yeah, it says the idea of medicine's relaxing someone. It was used as early as the early 80s. You can use this to tell someone they were overreacting or too stressed and they need to chill out.
I feel like that's something like Punky Brewster would say.
Yeah, take a chill pill, man.
Definitely Full House by the time that rolls around.
Yeah, and then you could see it leaking into like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or fucking Full House.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
One of those Stoner Surfer Turtles being like, take a chill pill, man.
Oh, speaking of which, this goes to then, if chill pill's 4. Number 3, that ties into this one. I hated this word when somebody would say,
3.
gnarly.
Gnarly, I feel, came out of the skateboarders / BMXers.
California's skateboarders. Now, the only one who properly used gnarly was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, of course. Sean Penn's character.
Spicoli. Jeff Spicoli.
Gnarly. He said it great. Anyone else beyond that, it stinks. You know what I mean?
Wasn't that where he smacked himself in the head with his shoe and he could hear the reverberation?
Or no, when the thief came out and then...
Judge Reinhold?
Judge Reinhold put the thief down and,
he threw the hot coffee on him.
Yeah, and then he came out of the bathroom and goes, gnarly!
Hamilton!
Yeah.
Brad Hamilton.
Yeah. So that was, gnarly stinks.
So gnarly, I always heard in 2 different ways, both good and bad, which is sort of interesting. If they pulled off a really sick trick, like on a half pipe, that was gnarly. But if you wiped out and you road rashed your whole elbow or something like that, it'd be a gnarly injury.
Well, that's kind of what it is. Phrase came from a surfing culture in the late 70s and meant that the wave was challenging or frightening. Slang had a flipping bag
like
thing.
hairy, gnarly.
Yes. And the phrase evolved to mean amazing, but is commonly used to poke fun at California surfer dudes in film and pop culture.
All right. That's a good definition. That was number 3.
All right, number 3. Number 2 bottom on my list. I didn't like when we used to say this one. Well, we didn't really say it, and we noticed it from MTV Cribs. The crib. When somebody would call your house the crib, I gotta go back to my crib.
Yeah.
Stop saying crib. It's stupid. It stinks. It was a colorful word that describes your home and where you spent most of your time. It comes from the word cot, or a crib for a baby, as to where they spend most of their time and have the best sleep.
I feel like it was like the hip-hop culture that was
Yeah, a lot of
pushing
these
this
dumb
one.
ones, the hip-hop culture, especially in the 80s and early 90s, really perverted the
You know what I think it was?
language.
That sitcom, A Different World.
Sure.
Remember that Dwayne Wayne?
Okay.
I feel like Dwayne Wayne would say something like use cribs, and Jolisa and everybody would roll their eyes at it.
Oh, yeah.
But because it was Dwayne Wayne, it would sort of catch on.
Yeah.
And it would, and then next thing you know, the rappers are starting to use that phrase, almost like referring to the joke. But then people don't get it. They just see the rappers using the term cribs, and then they make a show on MTV called Cribs.
Right.
Next thing you know.
Yeah, it's almost cool when the hip-hop people are using it. Martin Lawrence says, let's come on over to my crib.
But I think they pick it up as a joke reference.
Yeah, and it's funny when Martin Lawrence says it. It's not cool when Bret Michaels says it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If Martin Lawrence says it, and it's like a weird new term, he's going to say it almost like it's a joke. Like, come to my crib. Like, it's going to be a thing that he's, emphasizing or something.
Oh, yeah.
The jokiness, yeah. I feel it probably comes down like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that different world, and probably Martin a little bit later on.
Martin Lawrence, yeah, I can see him saying it.
Yeah.
Which
or Chris Tucker, you know.
and
doing that
rightfully
sort of
so. That's fine. I think I get more. I have more. The reason why I don't like these terms, not because they're bad terms. It's just the white suburban appropriation of them
shit. And overuse.
annoys me.
Yeah, the overuse.
Yes, yes. And it's my people that are taking their fun and trying to appropriate it.
Which,
As usual.
It's interesting.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the last one that I found was kind of my most annoying one. I never liked when somebody would call you this. Home slice.
Home slice.
Yeah. Term for a friend, sometimes referred to as best friend, home slice. The word is commonly used when referring to greeting a friend. It comes from a little slice of home, a term used to describe something familiar, and home slice, like
Right,
a piece of home.
It's a variation of homeboy.
Yeah, or homie.
Homie is, homeboy.
Yeah, which is fine, that's fine. But once again, you know, I guess if Martin Lawrence says home slice, it's funny. If
That's what I'm
Teenage
saying.
Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello says it, it's fucking stupid.
If Martin Lawrence says it, like in that show, it would be him trying to sound tough or pretend he's tough or something.
Right. So he's allowed. He's funny. That's
'cause
funny.
He's going to be doing it in some jokey way.
Yeah. But like I said, you put, let's say, Bret Michaels says it. It's punchable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Or, the kids on Road Rules or,
Right.
or the Real World.
Yeah, Puck from the Real World.
Yeah, it's like you're trying real hard to sound,
Yeah.
to sound hip. But I mean, I don't know. It's always so silly anyway. But
I
that's
know.
the whole point. Okay, what number was that?
That was number 1 for the bottoms. Now the top.
Okay. So run them down again. What was 5?
5 is dip.
Right.
4 is chill pill.
Okay.
3 is gnarly.
Okay.
2 is crib.
Okay.
1 is home slice.
Home slice.
This is the worst list ever. All right. Here's number 5 of the top ones, which I always enjoyed. Honorable mention, though, is to say something rocks. That's all.
Although, can I say real quick before we move on? I don't know why my brain feels like I have to get this in. That movie that we watched that we're going to cover on the Shlicketty Doocast.
Yeah.
When he first gets contacted on the computer, that's what it is. It's a house and a slice of pizza.
Yes.
Home slice.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Just wanted to throw that in. Okay, so moving on to the 5 best now. You got a couple honorable mentions for the
Yeah,
best?
well, just one. The rocks, but that'll ties into one later on, but whatever. All right, number 5. I just thought this was all right. It's kind of funny because it plays into pop culture a little bit of the time, was the term going postal.
Ooh.
Remember that one?
Yeah. This one's sort of interesting.
Yeah, because we all said, I'm going to go postal. And it was from a news thing that happened. Didn't some guy who worked at the post office shoot his coworkers?
Yeah.
He went crazy.
Yeah, that happened. Did it only happen once, though?
No, it's incidents in the 80s and 90s where American postal workers ran amok and brought out loaded guns and randomly shot at fellow employees due to disgruntledness.
Yeah.
So since that day, whenever someone is about to get mad about something, you can preemptively brace yourself for them because they're about to go postal.
Well, so, yeah, like it happened with the postal workers, I think, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Only a handful of times. And I think there were a handful more of incidents where people actually showed up with guns or whatever at the workplace or whatever, recently fired or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Then it started happening not at the post office thing. And that's where it became more prevalent.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's like an Office Space. Milton, he's like, if they move my desk again, I'm going to burn this place down. If he came back and lit the place on fire, that would be going postal.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
any workplace revenge type violence situation became.
And you could, in our day, and to this day, you could almost still say, my boss made me so mad, I'm ready to go postal. You know, but no one would 502 you for it. You wouldn't get, it's not like saying I'm going to kill the president. You won't get in trouble for saying I'm going to go postal, which was a weird thing. But it was just a common term, just like I'm going to go postal.
It was, yeah.
It's almost like, remember when Bernie Getz shot the subway kids?
On the subway, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bernie Getz on you.
That right? Which that was all coming out of the whole, what was the Charles Bronson vigilante series? What was all that stuff?
Yeah.
Vengeance. What was it?
Oh, yeah. I'm having a mind
Vendetta.
fart.
Yeah, it was a whole series. There were like what, 6 of them?
Yeah. Charles Bronson movies, and they're all revenge trips.
The Revengeinator. Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Yeah,
But
Going Postal's 5. Number 4.
That's an interesting
I always like this one. If someone says you're acting like a fool, or you're being too excited, you're being too bothered about something, it's an early psychedelic word found in the 80s, and it harkens back to the 50s, but to use it as somebody being expressive is you be tripping.
Oh.
Yeah, you're tripping out. What are you tripping on, man? You're tripping, Still kind of floating around to this day.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not, that one didn't lose much steam.
I mean, that one's definitely from hip hop culture.
Well, the you be tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
just that whole use of tripping out in the sense that you're upset about something or freaking out about something.
yeah, or man, I'm tripping on that one.
Because, our use of tripping was like, the acid's kicking in, I'm
Yeah,
fucking tripping my
LSD.
balls off.
Yeah. Or if you really want to go, oh, I've been tripping on that one, more like, well,
Like laughing at it or enjoying it or
yeah, or
something.
falling out, or my brain went to like some weird tripping on a banana peel, but yeah,
Slipping, yeah.
yeah, it's more of a psychedelic. I'd be whacked out on it. Whoa, I'm tripping on that. That is tripping me out.
Tripping me out.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was always kind of the usage that we sort of had.
yeah. Well, okay, here's number 3. This was a good one because it ties into us. Died down, and half of it became back to life. One of the hallmarks of Generation X culture is musical contributions. Headbanger. The headbanger. You're headbanging. Your headbanger, it's somebody who referred to as heavy metal. That was us. We were metalers. We're headbangers, right?
I never got where this one came from. This
Well,
always
because
felt...
we headbang, man.
No. But I mean, throwing a label on it always felt like something that a music journalist came up with.
Oh, yeah.
Like a British one.
Yeah, well, we stopped using it because it's like all of a sudden there's headbangers ball, or.
It feels like a marketing term that just feels like it's never used by anybody in the scene who actually does any of it.
Yeah, but it was indicative of if somebody goes, okay, well, if you're a headbanger, you're a guy who does that to the music.
Oh, you know what? It may be because of the Quiet Riot song.
No, I think even sooner, headbangers were probably more like, I'm thinking like Blue Cheer and like Old Sabbath. Like I'm thinking that's what they were calling headbangers, in the 70s, 60s.
Maybe.
I'm thinking farther back than that. I wouldn't give this to Quiet Riot.
Well, I definitely...
Quiet Riot got a lot of flowers, but I'm not going to give them these flowers.
Quiet Riot had a pretty big... Quiet Riot was one of the first metal bands to actually have like a big mainstream hit.
Sure.
And-
Yeah. They're
and-
first to the
And
water.
it was Come On Feel the Noise and Bang Your Head.
Yeah, 2 Slade songs.
No. Bang Your Head, Mental Health is their song.
Oh, that's, Mental Health is theirs.
Yeah. The next one was another Slade song off the next album. Ballroom Blitz or something?
But
Anyway.
here's another thing though. But over the years, it made a resurgence. Guess what part of it
But
did?
wait, before we move on from headbanging,
Okay.
like I said, nobody ever said that.
Yeah, we did though.
Did we?
Yeah, I was a headbanger. Yeah, I'm a headbanger. Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say that phrase. I've never said that
But
phrase.
we always referred to it as like the thrashers and the heavy,
Right.
the punk rockers and the headbangers, where we were headbangers more like because we liked old Metallica or we liked Motorhead or something like that.
I definitely had nights where I was drunk off my ass and just fucking
Oh,
rocking.
we were
out to-
headbanger kids.
Rocking
yeah.
out to tunes, and you wake up the next morning with a stiff
Our
neck and
parents,
shit.
yeah, I'm sure at the PTA meeting, if there was classifications of kids, we were headbangers.
Probably to outside people.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
because it was sort of a mainstream sort of term.
Yeah, and we were just mindlessly banging around to
Well,
our music,
Well, that was kind of the whole thing. I
But
mean,
here's what made a resurgence. After that died down, metal's gone, everything, whatever, through the 80s or through the 90s. All right. But the term came back Banger. They say about a song or anything, boy, that's a banger. That's a banger of a song now. I almost want to say we might have,
That's almost like a completely different usage, but that one is very widespread, still super common these days.
Yeah, as a song being good, like, oh man, that song's a banger.
Well, I feel like in talking about a song, yes, that gets used a lot.
Yeah.
Like that song's a banger. It's a hit. It's going places. Got hooks.
Yeah.
That thing's a monster. But also, I feel like there's a more general British application of it,
Yeah.
where they just say, in that same vein, it's something good. It's really,
Yeah. It's
that-
a banger. It's making noise. It's banging. It's like a pop. Like
yeah,
a
that party was a real banger.
Yeah. All right, so number 3, the headbanger, banger. All right. Number 2,
Okay.
Generation X. Here we go. This one was popular, and I hated the word, but it was calling something, well, how would we word this? To describe something imaginary or false, what do you think it is?
Bogus?
There we go, yep. Its origins stem from the 19th century. The machine used to make counterfeit coins was called a bogus.
Interesting.
Eventually, it became a term used for funny money, and subsequently surpassed by the word phony. But the word bogus kind of floated.
So it was for counterfeit coins
Yeah,
originally.
like a bogus coin, like funny money, bogus.
Huh.
But so we used it in the term of being false, like, oh, that's bogus, man. That's, yeah. You
And I
can't.
feel like this was also coming from the Valley Girl, California Surfer thing.
True. Popularized maybe by Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Honestly, saying totally is.
I didn't even add totally in there. I should have had totally.
It's so
in there.
ubiquitous, we don't even fucking think about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's so normalized.
Totally
now.
80s.
I mean, totally tubular. Like the whole totally thing was completely. What's her face? Moon Unit Zappa Valley Girl.
Yeah, I might have to change number 1. Number 1 we might have 2 spots for number 1, which would be totally
Right, tie.
a tie, and the other one still rocking to this day. You gotta admit, the biggest word is dude.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I think number 1's going to be totally. I think dude does not go here.
Well, I mean, we all. Let's see. Initially spread for slang for a man in the 1900s, but in the late 1980s, the word started to be used to address, like, "Hey, dude," in the 80s, and as an exclamation, "Dude, that's amazing." That's how we used it. Like,
But the
dude.
word's been around since the mid 1800s. You had dude ranches.
True, but they never used it like an expression like until the 80s. With his adoption to Gen Z culture, it has now become gender neutral, still living to this day gender neutral. So you can actually call a woman a dude if you desire nowadays.
I used to have girlfriends that would get mad, fucking, don't call me dude, I'm not a dude, I'm a girl. And it's like, all right, dude, you're just being pedantic about it.
Yeah, I've called women dude.
You're being pedantic and puerile. Stop it.
Yeah, and I've had younger girls go, dude, call each other dude.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. But dude was kind of a thing. It's funny, it wasn't popular until the 80s, but in the 70s they didn't say dude.
I feel like in the 77 to 80 they probably did.
Maybe early 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if we're Gen Xers, we're about there. All
But
right.
once again, completely California surfer talk.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, yeah. So totally and dude are the 2 number 1s, man.
I mean, totally.
yeah, I totally
I
left
think-
that
I
off.
think
I
edges
totally
that.
left it off.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's so ubiquitous. We use it so much we don't even recognize it anymore. That one definitely was not around in usage before the 80s. Dude
right.
was.
You're right.
I'm making the case. Making the case for totally being number 1.
That'll be the name of the episode. Totally dude.
Totally number 1.
Dude. Totally.
Totally number 1, dude.
Well, we're totally out of time.
Are we? Where are we at?
I don't know. Time to go. 1:30.
Yeah, we're at 127.
All right, let's do it. We're out. Good tuning in. Hey, thank you for tuning in to Shlicketty Review Cast as well, too. We got a new app coming this week, Thursday at noon. You'll be popping it up, so stay to this channel. Like and subscribe. Join the club.
Also,
Oh, the merch.
the merch.
The merch.
The merch store.
I haven't got it on Shopify, but I have links posted down here. If you go to the community button down here in YouTube,
community.
you'll see where I posted a couple links to it, so you can get some merch. I got mugs, got T-shirts. We got Lucky Juarez
Lucky
merch.
Juarez shirts.
Lucky Juarez. We're gonna make Lucky Juarez fucking a thing.
Yeah. Should make something out of the cat mitt.
Oh, cat mitt. Yeah, cat mitt. Yeah, you're right, cat mitt.
Because upside down, it almost looks like a sad chihuahua with big teeth.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking it kind of looked like a Brack robot kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And I always I'm a big fan of the chomping teeth.
I mean, that's like classic 1930s Marx Brothers,
Yeah.
1920s sort of ridiculousness.
Yeah, I just did it there just for color and texture.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
there we
so
go, guys.
The merch store. There's a bunch of different products up there. You can get your very own farts hat.
Oh, the farts hat. Yes, the farts embroidered version. You won't get the puffy print like I had, but you can get a green embroidered version
it's
of
actually
the farts
better
hat.
because yours with the puffy stuff, that's the old 70s iron-on shit. That's going to break down over time.
Oh yeah, that'll fall apart in a week.
Yeah, it'll fall
This is
apart.
embroidered farts hats.
Yeah, which I have an embroidered hat that I got with the logos embroidered with my production company on them. Great. They're fucking great.
Yeah.
They always look good. They stand up to
And
the
I got a lunch box in there with the cat.
Did you put a lunchbox in
There's
there?
a lunchbox in there and a tote bag with
Really?
Don Knotts' face on it.
Oh, the Don Knotts tote bag.
The Mr. Furley tote bag.
Oh.
Come on! What are we doing here?
Wait, did I see? Is he wearing the denim jacket?
He's wearing the blue thing and he has a blue scarf.
Oh, the blue scarf. Oh,
The blue shiny shirt and the blue scarf.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God,
Mr. Furley.
That's hysterical.
I know.
Mr. Furley tote bag.
I know. I like Don Knotts' face. He brings me joy, so I was hoping he could bring you joy.
He brings everybody joy.
He's Don Knotts.
Don Knotts is the best.
I know. He didn't have to say anything.
So fucking funny. All right, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch some Don Knotts, Tim Conway movies on Disney.
I know. Knott's Landing.
Apple Dumpling Gang or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of shit.
Yeah. I like him in Three's Company as
of
Furley.
course. Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Shlickety Doocast. We out. Totally.